Good afternoon, YouTube and targeted and non-targeted viewers out there. Trust you're doing as well as you possibly can be. Shane Gibbs, Targeted Survivor from the UK, back again for another video. Well, what an interesting time it's been since my last video, I must say. Let's start this video off by just explaining and going over a little bit of background that I've mentioned in previous videos when it comes down to home security and the necessity to keep on top of what is going on in your house, especially when it comes down to keys and locks. If anybody that has not seen the security video that I done last year sometime, then maybe I suggest that you go back and watch that video, because it will definitely save you a lot of hassle. The reason that I'm bringing that up today is surveillance. Let's talk about surveillance as well, shall we? In that security video, I showed you how if you place inside the key of a locking door, like a double glazed door or a patio door or any UPVC door, which most houses have got today, if you leave your key on the inside but turned at a right angle, it's actually impossible to engage the full locking system by these idiots with their little bump keys. So on that note, I think it was about Tuesday of this week, I managed to break one of the keys. We've got a set of French doors downstairs, and I've got two French doors. I've got two opening doors, both with their own locking mechanisms. One of the keys got broken, so one of the sides of the French doors wasn't secure. So I thought, that's all right, it's not a problem. 2 nights ago, I should have, because of work and stuff, I didn't get around to getting the replacement key cut, but I'll be going down and getting cut tomorrow. So within a couple of days, or yeah, literally a couple of days, 2 nights ago or 2 mornings ago, I woke up to find one of the sides of the French doors without the internal key inside of the lock, turned at a 45-degree angle, had been opened. But you stupid, pathetic little idiot who came in my fucking back garden and engaged and opened that fucking lock on that French door, hoping to gain entry, probably in the wee small hours. Yeah, that's what you rat think type individuals do, thinking that you're going to gain access to the property. Surely your surveillance should have told you that there was quite an amount of fishing line that I'd tied round both of the handles to prevent them being opened. You fucking fool. Seriously, if you people had half a fucking brain cell in your head, then you should know by now that what is that supposed to be, like an intimidation tactic or something like that? I'll tell you what, and this is to you individually, the man or fucking rat who came into the backyard, or a secured backyard of this house, and tried to gain entry through the French doors on the back of this house. Now, let me just put it like this: if I fucking catch you, I will fucking rip you several, not just one, I will rip several new arseholes throughout your body. And that is a promise. And I'll also promise, just to see whether you have got any fucking, I mean, my dead dog has got more courage and more bollocks than all of your fucking pathetic. You obviously live around here somewhere, because to get over into this back garden, you've got to come through 2 or 3 secure gates and hop over a wall. So I'm assuming that you must be living in a local rented house or a rented property somewhere. But what your surveillance failed to tell you is that I'd secured the doors with transparent fishing wire. So like a fucking fool, you thought you could gain entry until you realised that you couldn't actually open the doors because the handles had been tied together. Now, let's put it like this. if you want to fucking come into my house where I'm sleeping, where my mother is sleeping, in the middle of the night, like a sneaky little fucking rat that you are, grow yourself a pair of bollocks and come and knock on my front door. I won't phone the police on you, I won't alert anyone, but what I will do to you is I will fucking hurt you so badly that you will be no good to your fucking team, you'll be no good to anybody ever again. So let that be a fucking warning to you. You want to creep around my fucking house? You want to creep around my backyard? You want to try and gain entry into one of the doors on this home that I'm living in here? You need to check yourself, mate. Your whole team needs to pick up this pathetic, childish, I'm not even going to call it intimidation because it's pathetic. Come round the back way. You obviously like the back way, you don't like coming in the front. Why don't you like coming around the front way? One, because you'll never be able to get in because there's always a door, there's always a key in the lock from the inside, on the front door. But come and knock on the front door. Come and try and get in the front door. Let me fucking tell you now, if I catch you, I will fucking hurt you so badly, I'll even be a really kind gentleman and call the ambulance for you, because you will be fucking most certainly definitely needing one of those after I've finished with you. See what Khabib done to Conor last night? I will smash you. I will smash you so fucking bad you'll wish that you had never been born. So let that be a fucking warning to you. You want to come around and start creeping around this fucking this property again? You know, it's only happened a couple of times since I've been here in Sheerness. But how the fuck, you know, getting back to the surveillance thing, how the fuck did they know one of the keys was broken and wasn't actually in the inside lock of one of the French doors? Now there's a question. All your stupid little antics. See, what you fucking idiots forget is that you put me through the fucking mill. Let's call it fast track educational system on scumbag tactics back in Ashford, and I survived every fucking one of them. Every single one. So you really truly honestly believe now that by sneaking around like a pathetic little fucking coward, you prick, I'm talking to you, come round my fucking house again and I catch you, it will be the last day that you see on this fucking earth, mate. I will guarantee it. I will guarantee it. I will hurt you so fucking badly, like I say, you will wish you'd never been fucking born. So let that be a warning to you. And all of you other little sneaky little rat fucking think perps, you have got no idea, you have got no clue what you're fucking around with. You fucking pathetic, parasitic coward, sneaking around in the fucking darkness. Now, so how the fuck did they know that that key was out of that door? How the fuck did they know that? Question mark there, right? Because we'll never know. And to be honest with you, I don't really fucking care. But you obviously wasn't expecting the fishing wire that was there, that was tying and securing the door handles together, so you couldn't even actually open the door. Yeah, you disengaged the lock, and there, yeah, you left it open for me to find in the morning. But you fouled again miserably. There will be a new key in the other side of the door as of tomorrow. The fishing wire is still on the door, still securing the handles. So don't waste your time. If you want to come and fucking speak to me, if you want to see me, and I'm not talking about seeing me when I'm sleeping in my fucking bed, come and knock on the fucking front of the back door and we'll have a chat about it. Intimidation? I will hurt you so badly. You have no idea. You seriously have no idea. So yeah, with that out the way. So yeah, just sorry people, that was a little bit of a personal message to the little scum cunt. Oh, sorry, I hate that word, but that's what these people are. Scummy little fucking hood rat that seems to think that he can sneak around and to do what, you know, what was the effect he was looking for? He was obviously looking to gain entry. Failed again, didn't you? You fucking fool. So yeah, effectively the first 10 minutes of this video I've had to waste on not only alerting all of my viewers and all of my subscribers that I have potentially got rats again, rats of the humankind that like sneaking around under the cover of darkness, as quite blatantly they were doing in the various videos that I posted on my YouTube channel a few days ago, which I'm going to be talking about today. Sneak around in the fucking darkness like a pathetic little coward. These people have got no idea what they are fucking doing. Seriously, I don't know whether they're on fucking drugs, whether they've been fucking, I don't know, were they fucking mind control nutbags or something? Because your little tactics failed, and have failed for many years, and they will continue failing. And like I say, if I catch you, I will fucking hurt you so badly, so seriously badly. Not for my, I mean, you're not only, for me personally, I don't give a shit about myself. I've got no fear. But you've got to remember that I've got somebody in this house that I love, that I will die to protect. And I'll leave that one there. So effectively what I've basically just done, people, is I've just explained how there has obviously been there is some kind of surveillance that's apparent in this house, to the point where they knew that one of the keys was broken. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of microphone or something and they heard us talking about it. Who knows? I don't care. All I know is that somebody tried to gain entry to this house 2 nights ago and failed. And to what, you know, what end? What was you looking? What was you going to be doing? Sneaking around like a little fucking rat. Anyway, yeah, just to make it public that that is the situation that has gone on since one of the situations that has gone on since my last video, and it's not working, peeps. It's not fucking working. And what you're trying to do, all you're basically doing, I'm like a fucking bear in a cage, and you keep poking me, you keep prodding me, one day I will catch that fucking stick and I will drag you in that cage with me. And it won't be fucking pretty, I can guarantee you. So you just keep playing. What was it last time? Squirting fucking ketchup underneath my fucking door handles on my fucking, on my van. Moving plant pots around and chairs around in the back garden, because you knew that you couldn't get in the fucking doors because there was both keys there. So now you took advantage of the situation. To what end? To what was you hoping to gain from that? Apart from making me even more fucking angry about your pathetic, sneaky little cowardly fucking program. That seriously, I mean, you people are fucking mental. You people are seriously in need of some medication, mate. You need to go and see one of your fucking corrupt psychiatrists that you put fucking TRs in front of and ask him for a big prescription of, I don't know, one of the most heaviest psychotronic fucking antipsychotic fucking medications that you like feeding to people, and take the fucking lot, fuck it, go and do yourself in, because you're no good to this you're no good to this world, you're no good to yourself, and it'll save you fucking getting caught by me, because if I catch you, you'll wish you had taken that fucking medication, I can guarantee you. So yeah, I'm quite angry today, as you can appreciate. I don't really appreciate people trying to gain entry to my house in the middle of the night through the back, through the dark backyard. I'm not going to start putting cameras up. I'm not going to start putting spotlights up and all that sort of shit. I mean, fuck all that. But let that be a warning. Don't fuck around this house. Do not fuck around this house, because I will I'll not stand for it. I will not fucking stand for it, do you hear me? So the main topic of today's video, anybody that's been following my videos and follows my channel, you would have seen 4 very, very shocking videos that I posted on my YouTube channel a few days ago, from a very brave guy in Australia, YouTube channel, Gang Stalking in Australia, I believe his channel's called. Hats off to you, fella. You need to start looking after your mum, mate. You know, keep your mum safe. because your mum is taking the brunt of this. You know, from what I saw in that video, she is being affected by these fucking imbeciles. That luckily you've managed to catch on video, vandalising, ridiculing, trying to run you over with cars with no number plates on in the middle of the night. See, that these people always come out under the cover of darkness. What does that tell you? So the reason I put those videos up is not one, but you know, there's not just one reason. There's a few reasons I put those videos up. One, to publicise the plight of this gentleman and his mother in Australia, and two, to show you basically how the program works. Over there in Australia, they seem to have some real big issues. Big shout out to Andy B as well. Hope you're doing all right over there, fella. I mean, he's the one that put me onto these videos that I posted. But you can see quite clearly throughout the videos, the first couple was where he was under severe attack overnight time, under the cover of darkness. He's had his front windows smashed, and they're hooping and hollering around underneath the cover of darkness like fucking animals around this man and his mother, pelting rocks at the house, pelting rocks through the windows. He goes out to try and find out what the fuck's going on. He recognises one of the voices as one of his neighbours, Alex, I think the fellow was called, and they then ramp it up. They start literally trying to physically run him over with vehicles without number plates on. That was the first two videos. And then miraculously somebody calls the police. I mean, can you imagine what the other people in that local neighbourhood are going through? And knowing that family, that house is being targeted by a bunch of fucking criminals, that is being allowed to be attacked, and is allowed to be, the targeting is allowed to go on by the local police, which is also very evident within, if you watch the videos. So in the second video, which is the same night, I believe, somebody obviously phones the police, and as soon as the police turn up, all of the rock pelters go, all of the shouting, all of the swearing, all of the abuse disappears. Oof. Which is probably what most of them are. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. No offence, I've got nothing against gay people. But this is basically the way that this program works. They will intimidate, they will vandalise, they will destroy, and they will terrorise as much and as far as they possibly and physically can, to try and turn the target victim, into some kind of fearful, paranoid wreck, basically. Their job is to send the guy insane. Their job is to drive the man mad, or look like he's going mad. And it's then apparently one of the neighbours, I'm assuming one of the neighbours that was out there flinging rocks and shouting abuse and terrorising his mother, took it on themselves to phone the police. The following 2 days after the first videos, he gets a visit from two mental health practitioners that look like they have just got out on nappies. Two very condescending young women that obviously, in my opinion, had full knowledge of what was going on with this gentleman and his mother, and they was escorted to the property by two buffoon type police officers who are standing there, and I'm assuming they was just there as some kind of show of force to try and intimidate the man, which failed drastically. They paid no attention to what he told them. They paid no attention to the vandalism that had been going on repetitively over a long period of time. And they also came up with after 20 minutes of chatting with this guy, they came up with a fictitious diagnosis of, we think you've got mental health problems. Not, we can understand that you are getting terrorised and targeted and victimised in your own home, in your own local community, by people from your community. No, that's too easy, that's too obvious. They took it on themselves to go around. They was trying to trick that man into saying whatever they wanted him to say, but luckily he understands the program, he knows what their game is, and he acted perfectly, in my opinion. But at the end of the 20-odd minute meeting and discussion that these two juveniles had with this man, not once did they talk about the targeting, not once did they talk about the vandalism. What they did talk about is they was asking whether he was suicidal, whether he was hearing voices, whether he was doing this, but standard bullshit. Absolute standard bullshit. And they then, prior to them leaving, gave him a diagnosis saying that they believe that he's delusional and got paranoid delusions about the targeting that's destroying and terrorising him and his mother, and had been going on for several years. They was looking to get him sectioned, as we call it over here in the UK. So what this program actually is, as you can quite clearly see, if you can't work it out for yourselves, then maybe you shouldn't be following this kind of information. They will terrorise, they will attack, they will vandalise, they will target until they get a reaction out of the individual, which they failed to do from this guy. But he did make the issue, and in my opinion, he did make the error of going out into the danger zone, as he put it. Apparently he lost his car key or something, and he needed to retrieve his car key. But when he was doing that, he was that's when they tried to run him over. So that's like attempted murder. So not only are they trying to kill him and terrorising him and vandalising him and God knows what else to this poor fella and his mother over in Australia, they're also then getting the authorities, i.e. the police and the mental health, whatever they fucking want to call themselves, to go around and tell the guy that he's delusional and he's got some kind of mental health problem. Now, I have never seen such blatant footage from a targeted individual. You know, hats off to that man. Most victims or survivors that I know that are going through that level of harassment, the last thing that's on their mind is recording the shit that's going on around them. So luckily, due to this fella's clarity of mind, he records everything. As soon as he goes out, he records everything, and luckily he did. And the footage that he captured is so damning, is so blatantly obvious that there's a massive issue over in Australia, more so than over here in the UK, because the cowards only crawl around under the cover of darkness and they don't smash your windows, but they do like squirting ketchup on your car and trying to break into your house when you're asleep in this country, like drugging your food. They're like putting poison in your fucking supplements. That's what we deal with over here, cowards. But they seem to have a little bit more. They seem to be a little bit more brazen over there in Australia. The day after, I'm not quite sure what's happened today. I haven't been checking in with this guy on his YouTube channel, but I can assume that the terror campaign against him has continued. I did post a very short video up, which was the fourth and final part that I put up onto my YouTube channel in the week. And 2 days after the visit from the delusional mental health care workers and the two I don't give a fuck police officers, two evenings later, the rats came out again, and they went through and smashed his rear window screen on his car again and chucked a huge rock through his front window, where his mother was just inside the window watching TV. Now, if that doesn't give a clear picture of targeting, then I don't know what the fuck does. Anybody that watches those videos and thinks that that man is delusional or has got a mental health problem needs to go and have a chat with a psychiatrist, because you're not thinking right, your mind's not right, because that is the most blatant and convincing footage that I have ever seen from a targeted individual posting on YouTube, getting information out online. the difference over here in the UK is, like I said, you know, when they do it under the cover of darkness, is all very, very sly and sneaky and cowardly. Whereas over there, obviously, they don't give a shit because they know that they're not going to get locked up. Maybe they've all got get out of jail cards. Over here, it's a little bit different. They're a lot more covert. You know, they want you to know, i.e., by leaving French doors unlocked for people to find in the morning. But when it comes down to the level of aggression that is so apparent in the videos that I posted from this poor fellow, it's obvious that they have got and been given the go-ahead and the green light to do whatever, whenever, to whatever, when it comes down to driving this individual into some kind of psychosis, which happens to a lot of individuals. A lot don't. A lot remain, you know, keep their clarity. They keep their, they keep grounded. They keep logical, which is what, you know, the only downside that I can see about what this guy does is that, you know, all of the stickers on his cars and all of the signage that he put up on his cars, I honestly don't think that that's a good idea. Flyers, yeah, that's a great idea, but you know, I mean, but you're actually marking yourself. We're marked anyway, but you're marking yourself to be ridiculed by unsuspecting and unknowing members of the public about the targeting campaign. Maybe a website address, maybe a link to your YouTube channel as some kind of signage on the vehicle would be more appropriate. But you know, talking about putting gang stalking signs and all that sort of stuff on your vehicle, I wouldn't recommend that at all, never, at no stage. So yeah, I'm not going to rattle on today. One, because I don't feel that there's a lot more for me to speak about. I don't really want to put any more information into this video apart from the information that I talked about at the beginning, talking about how there seems to be some kind of under the cover of darkness shit going on over here in Sheerness at the moment. And also, I don't want to take away the emphasis of this video, which is basically the 4 videos from gang stalking in Australia that I posted to show people not only what a target go through, and I must admit, not all, I'm hoping not all victims, not all survivors go through that level of harassment and viciousness, even if that was vicious. Personally, I would have handled that a completely different way, but I'm not going to be talking about that. But if the guy uses his noddle, then you know he can actually do things a whole lot differently. But it sounds like they've got they're trying to get their hooks into him. I hope he's safe. I hope his mum's safe, and I hope it eases off for him. You know, because you know that level of harassment, that level of targeting. What are they going to do next? Fucking burn his house down with them in it? Shit, man. And the police are doing fuck all about it. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you that the police are compliant? Does that tell you that the police are well and truly up to speed and know, and even in my opinion, are involved in the targeting program, not only in America or here in the UK or over in Australia or even over in Canada? You know, somebody sent me a book. This is from a really brave woman. She calls herself June T.I. She's actually published a book, No Ordinary Stalking. Now, I wouldn't recommend too many victims buy this book because it will scare the frigging bejesus out of you. I went through the first few chapters and it triggered the fuck out of me. So this is going on all over the world. It's going on all over Europe. It's going on all over America. It's going on all over Canada. It's going on all over Australia. And what are these people looking to achieve? You know, what is the ultimate goal of this harassment? What is the ultimate goal of destroying so many people's lives? What's the whole? You know, what I don't understand. You mean, what kind of satisfaction does a human being get out of knowing that they've pushed an individual to suicide, to take their own life, which is what it also is going on all over the world. Because what happens is that, especially if you can imagine TIs that live alone, you're open cannon fodder. You are seriously open cannon fodder, and I would suggest you go back and you look at my security and surveillance video to try and get some ideas on how to protect yourself inside your home, but specifically when you are in bed of a night time, if you're allowed to sleep. And most TIs and genuine TIs will know what I mean by that. So yeah, it seems to be going on and on and on and on and on. To what end? You know, what is the ultimate goal of these fucking idiots? What is the ultimate goal of this targeting program? I mean, they obviously know now that the program is not as effective as they would like it to be with certain individuals, hence the reason why I'm sitting in front of this fucking laptop going, you know what, fuck you. So I don't know whether you weren't prepared for that, or whether your limited intelligence doesn't allow you to actually realise that there are a lot of people now that are coming through the targeting. They are remaining very, very sane, very, very logical. What are these people looking to achieve? Because all I can see what's going to happen in the not so distant future, not specifically here, probably not here in the UK, but most certainly in places like America and places like Australia, maybe even Canada, where you can go and buy firearms and blah 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 blah. I mean, what are they looking to achieve? I mean, they're looking to achieve possibly fucking war. Maybe that's what they're pushing for. Maybe they're waiting for the point where so many survivors of this disgusting program finally say, do you know what, fuck it, let's take it to them. Let's get the guns out. And I wonder what they would be doing then. There's going to be anarchy. Is that what they're pushing for? Maybe that's what they're pushing for. Maybe that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a fucking bullet through their pathetic, fucking unintelligent numbskulls. Because that's what I can see coming. Like I say, not here in the UK because it's too controlled, it's too buttoned down. You can't go and buy a fucking air pistol that shoots out fucking little pellets without a fucking licence. So I can't see that happening over here. But I can see there are some big groups of targeted survivors that are coming together around the world in certain countries, and I can't see anything other than disaster as the result of potentially what they could do. A lot of perpetrators, a lot of survivors know who their perpetrators are. And it will come to the stage where the police won't be able to protect you. Your little fraternity of cowardly rats will not be able to protect you. But what I can see happening is I can see a lot of people getting very hurt. It's mindless. It's absolutely mindless. It makes no sense. Why would you want that to happen? This program is getting far too big. Too many people are talking about it. Too many people are now shouting out about it. There's so many doctors, there's so many activist groups, there are so many people now that are aware of the targeting program that it makes no sense why it's continuing, unless there is an ultimate agenda that these idiots and these imbeciles are working to. Who knows? I suppose only time will tell. So yeah, that was the reason that I posted all those videos. That was the reason, one, to highlight the fact that how vicious this targeting program can actually be in certain parts of the world, and two, to show all of the non-believers and all of the non-targeted viewers that may be watching this video of the process that these pathetic, cowardly animals, the agenda they work to, in cahoots with mental health practitioners and local constabulary. Did you fucking Adam and Eve that? Do you know what's really funny? I realised it in the fucking week, and especially here in the UK. We've got fucking idiot people on the internet, on YouTube, that claim to be Palladians and fucking aliens and part fucking lizard and all of this fucking shenanigans, and you dare to call people that are targeted crazy. There's no logic behind that. I mean, what's that fella's name? Parks. I mean, he goes around saying that he's half insectoid and half fucking Palladian and half this and half that. Kerry fucking, what's it, that Cassidy woman, fucking Miles Johnson and that other fucking dickhead that he does work with over in Texas. I mean, they go around saying that they're part whatever. What's it, Palladians and whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. I mean, they're actually saying that they've had alien interactions, and they've got part alien blood, and they're part reptilian, and they are allowed to get along with their lives. They are allowed to earn money and hoodwink people on the internet, all over the world, and yet they have failed. I mean, the mental health system is failing them by not putting them in on a section, giving them medication and telling them that they're fucking human and they're flesh and blood. So, but they would rather ridicule the targeted community. They would rather target the targeted community, the targeted survivors, the brave, innocent people that are going through hell or being put through hell by these fucking fuckwits. They would rather label them as crazy. They would rather label them as delusional with paranoid tendencies when they start talking about and alerting people to the fact that this is a government sanctioned program taking place and controlled by private sector companies from ex-Masons, ex-police, ex-military, ex-cowardly rats, which is basically what these people are. They get called and labelled mentally ill. Now, where's the logic in that? That makes no sense to me. So I'm allowed to go around saying I'm fucking Palladian and I'm a fucking starseed and I'm this and I'm a fucking rainbow child and blah, E.T. fucking take me home and all that bollocks. And you'll be left completely alone to get on with your life. And yet if you go around and you start telling people that you are being targeted, that people are trying to enter your home, people are poisoning your food, people are attacking your pets, people are damaging your property, people are pelting your home with fucking rocks and vandalising everything that you own, if you talk about that, then you're delusional and you're fucking mental. In this world, there's something seriously wrong in this world. There is something so sinister and so drastically wrong in this Luciferian, satanical society that most people are not even aware of. This world is heading for disaster. Humanity is fucked if this stuff is allowed to continue. If this crazy, nonsensical bullshit is allowed to continue, where does that leave humanity? You know, I mean, you've got, there's people out there, and just on a note, just quickly before I just run over a couple of bits before I shoot off, because I've got my dinner downstairs and I'm hungry. Anybody that's over here, specifically in the UK, or specifically that goes around videoing members of the public and cars going down the street, and videoing a lot of fucking ambulances going past them, or fucking, I'm not saying that it's not connected, but I'm saying that anybody that goes around with that sort of shit, you're making yourself and you're making the community look like a bunch of fucking nutbags. So take a leaf out of Mr. Gangstalky in Australia's books and actually put some real evidence, some real footage of the targeting online. And to the other dickheads that seems to think that they can take, I was quite shocked last week when I realised that I come across several videos that apparent supposed targeted individuals have taken it on themselves to make about me. No, I'm not that important. Or maybe I am. So why are targeted individuals making videos about me, trying to slander me, rather than trying to prove their own targeting? Maybe the, what's that saying? The pot calling the kettle black. We know that everything works in reverse. Or a lot of things work in a reverse process when it comes down to this targeting. It's all of them lot that are fucking mentally fucking challenged, and it's us lot that are the same fucking normal humans, not fucking Palladians, not fucking ETs. Ooh. So maybe they're the infiltrators. There's so much shit within the so-called apparent TI community, not only in this country but all over the fucking place. And it's hard to actually sit down and actually work out who is genuine and who's full of shit. Now, there are definitely some seriously unhinged people that are claiming to be targeted individuals that, in my opinion, have got issues personally. I'm not going to be naming names, I'm not going to be pointing fingers, because that's not, no, I'm not going to go down that road. Been there, done that. Got many t-shirts. This shit just gets crazier and crazier. And this program is fucking unbelievably pathetic. And intimidation. Do people really think that all of these silly little pathetic fucking stupid shit that you do is like intimidating? You need to go back to fucking perp school and learn how to maybe learn how to really intimidate someone. Maybe get brown sauce this time rather than red sauce. Seriously, that you people crack me the fuck up. You do make me crack right up. Yeah, I find it's hilarious, absolutely hilarious, with what you do. Do you know what I mean? It's the kind of thing that a 2-year-old wouldn't even dream of doing, and yet you think it's intimidating. Oh my goodness. So yeah, and so we go on, and so the targeting goes on, and it keeps going on, being denied, being covered, being shadowed and looked after by your other corrupt organisations, namely mental health practitioners and dodgy fucking coppers. But it's making no sense. Because the more targets that get put through this, and the more targets that go through this and come through this, you're actually building up a segment of society that is at some stage in the coming future going to be too much for you people. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe that's what you want. Who knows? I don't know. Also, quickly before I go, that's enough about all that shit. It's pathetic. But it's got to be said. One, I need to help as many people as I possibly can, as we do at TI Television, and also by alerting people to the fact of certain footage and certain evidence that comes out, like I posted on my YouTube channel this week from that guy over in Australia. That's what we've got to do. We've got to work together. We need to unite. We need to. And there was this other. Was it the other week? Someone put on. And again, I've done videos about this. And we don't need fucking leaders in the community. What was it that bloke said in his comment? Oh, yeah, this fella's the leader in the American TI community, and Catherine Alton's the leader in the European TI community, and I'm the fucking leader. I'm no fucking leader. I never claimed to be a leader. I don't want to be a leader. All I am is a persecuted person that has lived through some of the most horrendous, crazy shit that any human can be put through, and I've come through the other side, and now I'm speaking up about it, and now I'm trying to help the people in the community. I'm no fucking leader. Don't want to be a leader. Most certainly don't want to be a leader to certain people that are in the community over here in the UK, that's for sure. So, yeah, so big shout out to Gangstalk in Australia. I hope you're safe over there, mate. Big shout out to June over in Canada. Andy B, Laura over in Ireland. Hope you're doing well, darling. Hope everything's okay over there. I know that you're doing a lot of work. You're putting a lot of content out on your videos on your channel, and I hope you're safe and I hope you're keeping well over there. And big shout out to all of the TI community over here in the UK. You know, there's so many of you out there. And again, quickly, I mean, I can't give out. You know, I keep getting requests through Facebook and stuff for people that are asking for my. I mean, I cannot give my phone number out, and I will not give my phone number out willy-nilly to people that are going through some issues and some challenges, because, you know, one, it triggers the shit out of me when I talk to you, and three, I mean, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do. So all I can do, and all I can suggest, is that you give Tesh a call on our helpline number, which is that 07843 712 542. That's Tesh. Anybody that asks me for my phone number, please try and get hold of Tesh. He's the guy that manages and runs the TI television helpline. Big shout out to Claire as well from the our website designer. I hope you're doing alright up there. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy few days. It's been a crazy time since my last video, and yeah, just it just fucking makes no sense how this shit's carrying on. I mean, how it's being ignored, how it's being shunned, how it's being put to the back of everybody's fucking agenda, apart from obviously the cowardly hood rats. They go around trying to get into people's French doors of a night time when they were asleep in bed. Oh, aren't you brave? I bet your mum's proud. Then you should go and have a chat with your mum. She might be able to put you on the right track. It's a lot of personal joke. Yeah, so that just about sums up today's video. A little bit ad hoc, a little bit sort of different to what I normally put out. I'm not putting up with fucking people coming around this house, honestly, I'm a man of my word. I catch whoever it is that's sneaking around this fucking house at night time, trying to gain entry. I mean, that'll be your final day on this fucking planet, mate. And that's no threat. It's a fact. Take that as you will. You want to come and intrude and invade my house while I'm asleep in bed? Then I'm afraid then you're going to have to put up with the consequences if I catch you. Which I probably won't. Because, you know, that's what cowards do, you know, they hide and sneak around under the cover of darkness. And the fella, and I've got no qualms with you, I mean, the fella probably sort of like speaks to me and waves good morning. Morning, neighbour. I'll tell you what, there's so much unfinished business that will get concluded at some point, especially back in Ashford. Anybody from Ashford that was, you know who you are. Oh yeah, I'm still here, alive and kicking. I bet you're kicking yourself now, aren't you? But you're kicking yourself because you was lied to. Then you was told, oh yeah, he won't survive this, and he won't survive that, and he won't do this, and there's no way he's going to get out of that. Wrong. So yeah, I've got some serious levels of unfinished business with a handful of people that at some stage in the future that business will be concluded at my leisure, on my timetable, on my agenda. So yeah, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Maybe you should be looking over your shoulder when you're walking around the streets of a night time, because you never know who's going to come sneaking up behind you. It won't be me. I don't do sneaky shit. I'll come to your face and I'll tell you fucking blatantly, man to man or man to mouse. But that's enough of that. I'm not going to start. I'm not going to go down that road, because otherwise I'm going to go off on a tangent. Just quickly before I go, we've got another batch of flyers that have come in. Sorry, Anne, I'll get the flyers off to you as soon as I possibly can. I've had some hiccups, shall I say, and I'll leave it there, over the since my last video, but I'm still here live and kicking, and I'll get these flyers off to you as soon as I can, some stage this week. And the next meeting that is going to be held, that Tesh arranges, the last meeting was well attended. I must apologise that I wasn't able to attend due to work, and I can't give up work, and I can't sort of like give up a day's work to come and have a meeting with some of you guys. It's just not financially viable or viable at the moment. But I'm hoping to be at the next one. Apparently, the organisation where we hold the meetings at the Tabernacle Centre in Clapham, they're changing venues. They're going to a new building at some, locally, I believe, in the Clapham Junction area. But there's not going to be another meeting, another TI or TITV meetup until November. Once I've got all the details for that meeting and the address of the new venue, then I shall obviously make you all aware of that. So that just about sums up today's video. Any questions, anybody wants to email me, please contact me directly on shanegibbs212@gmail.com. Anybody that wants to speak to anybody, then contact Tesh on 07843 712 542. And that just about sums up today's video. So I'm sure I'll get back to you at some stage in the next week or two with another update video. I'm sure by then I'll have another update on whether there's been any more shenanigans going on around this fucking house. I hope there is. I did have a challenge. So peeps, I trust you're doing as well as you possibly can be. Stay strong, stay defiant, start building your evidence, start catching anything and everything that these people, or you find or you think these people have done inside your home, outside your home. Document, book, video, audio. You've got to start collecting evidence for your own protection. So that just about sums up today's video, people. I trust you're doing as well as you possibly can be. Stay strong, TIs. Stay strong. And I'll get back to you all again at some stage in the next week or two with another video. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you all again at some time in the very near future. Take care. Bye for now.